If you're unsure which nails or screws to use, check the WindsorONE installation manual. Like most manufacturers, Windsor Mill gets pretty specific about fasteners. Remember these important points though. WindsorONE protected trim boards are a high-quality wood product. Use high-quality fasteners. If you're installing trim near a large body of water, like the ocean or in a high humidity area, or on a hillside home that's exposed to wind-driven rain, don't cut corners. Use stainless steel fasteners. Don't use galvanized fasteners. They can deteriorate over time and cause streaks and stains. Ring shank splitless nails are the best choice because the points are blunt and reduce splitting. The shanks are thin too, but reinforced with ribs, which helps resist pullout. The general rule is always make sure your fasteners penetrate 1.25 inches into solid wood framing. Never attempt to secure trim by driving nails into the sheathing alone. And don't scrimp when it comes to fastening beadboard soffits and ceilings. Toenail-driven fasteners are fine, but be sure they penetrate the rough framing at least 1.25 inches into solid wood. Plywood sheathing doesn't count. And don't use staples or 18-gauge finish nails. At minimum, use 15-gauge stainless steel nails driven on 16-inch centers. Nailing on fascia is especially critical. Double nail fascia at least 24 inches on center. Use standard industry practice and secure 4 to 8 inch material with 2 fasteners. For 10 to 12 inch material, use 3 fasteners across the width of the board. Corner boards are one of the most vulnerable areas of cladding on a home. Be sure to fasten corner boards thoroughly to the framing, at least every 24 inches on center. If you pre-assemble corner boards, use stainless steel screws installed in pre-drilled holes every 16 inches. Trim head screws are acceptable, and they'll reduce the possibility of splitting too. For other applications, stagger nail patterns, but be sure you nail at least 24 inches on center. Double nail all joints. I'll talk more about butt joints and miters in a moment. If you have to nail closer than 2 inches to the end of a board, be sure to pre-drill for every single nail. One quick way to cause trim failure is by overdriving nails. Nails driven too deep will draw moisture directly into the wood. The result will be premature paint failure and possible product failure. Overdriven fasteners must be remedied immediately. Fill all deep holes with an exterior grade wood filler. Smooth with 100 grit sandpaper, then spot prime before painting. Over time, the filler may need to be replaced, and it's always best to drive nails flush, so filling isn't necessary. Use a flush attachment on your nailer and check to make sure it's working properly. As a trim carpenter, I prefer to use screws. Stainless steel trim head screws are acceptable for securing exterior trim too. They can be driven flush or slightly countersunk and filled. Your trim project will last more than twice as long if you follow these fastening recommendations.